I love the place. I mean, it's fantastic to have an event like this over here so people can actually have a feeling of the whole place and the whole area. For people that wants to come and visit this part of the world, all I can say to them is that it's going to be worth it. They're going to have a great time.
Hello and welcome to the European Legends Cup here in San Sebastian.
Hosted by me, José María Olazábal.
We are in beautiful Basque Country, just outside San Sebastian at Real Nuevo Club de Golf de San Sebastian, Olazábal, a course designed by the man himself. The most recent winner on tour was Marcus Bria, who triumphed at Galgorm in the Black Desert Northern Ireland Legends. He won by 2 shots from Michael Lundberg. The victory moved Marcus to 12th place on the order of merit. Australian Scott Henn still has a healthy advantage at the top, but his closest challengers will be looking to chase him down this week. I am very honoured to be joined by former DP World Tour winner Richard Boxall. How are we?
Liv, I'm very well. That was a very nice introduction. Thank you very much. No, it's a fantastic part of the world, and you know it's well advertised that it's well known for tapas bars around here, and no doubt during the week we will have a little visit down there at some stage. But also, wonderful course.
Thank you so much for joining me this week. Now, I was very lucky enough to be joined by José himself, the 2-time Masters champion, earlier this week. José, what an absolute honour it is to be talking to you today. How proud are you to be hosting the Legends Tour this week on a course that you designed?
I'm really proud. I mean, I've been a professional golfer for 40 years and we never had any important events, and obviously not of this caliber in this part of the world, and I'm really proud of it, yes.
And what are the main characteristics and challenges of the golf course are there?
Well, I define this golf course as a mountain course. I mean, it's very hilly.
Yeah.
Due to the terrain, and I think it's a solid test. It's not short, and the greens are kind of small, well protected, and you need to be very accurate, I think, with your distance control. If you don't have that, you're going to struggle around here.
Okay, and what do you think the final score is going to be?
Well, if we have good weather conditions, I reckon something between 12 and 15 under par will be a good score for this week. As I said, I mean, there is a few tough holes, and if you're not careful, you might pay dearly.
You think you're going to do it?
Well, I'm going to try.
All right, well, thank you so much and good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
Coming up later in the show, José María talks Ryder Cup.
We know we're going to be facing a huge challenge.
And offers some advice to up and local common golfer Teresa.
Do you think 9 will get you there?
Yes.
Okay.
But first of all, let's get to the best of the early round action with your commentary team of Warren Humphreys and Michael McMullen.
Thanks, Liv, and we start with our host, who shrugged off a shoulder problem to take his place in the field.
On the tee from Spain, José María Olazábal.
The injury was still clearly troubling him, but he battled gamely and carved out 3 birdies in a round of 75.
But what a difference a day makes, with 5 birdies at his last 16 holes and a par at the last following his 3rd there on the 18th. The Spanish star was rounded 68. 1 under par through 36 holes. Quite an achievement for the injured golfer.
An opening 75 left Emmanuel Canonica with much to do, and birdie from close in here at the 4th on day 2 started a run of 5 holes in 5 under, propelling the Italian towards a 66.
Former DP World and Hotel Planner Tour winner Martin Lefebvre was looking to add a Legends Tour win to his CV this week. Steady rounds of 71 and 68 and his 6 shots back, so will need to go low in the final round if he is going to win.
After finishing 3rd 4 times, Michael Lundberg had a Legends Tour career best of 2nd last time out at Galgorm Castle, and this at 13 was one of half a dozen birdies for the Swede in a second round 68. He's 6 under.
James Kingston, already a winner this season in Ireland, got off to a slow start in round 1, but that birdie at the third was one of 6 in his second round, and through 36 holes he's 6 under.
Stephen Gallagher birdied 6 of the first 8 holes in his opening 68. Next day, this birdie putt at the 9th toppled in to get him to 7 under. He then parred every hole on the back 9.
Last season's Legends #1, Adilson de Silva, had not really got into his stride this year, but after 2 rounds of 70 and 66, he looks to be right back in the groove.
It wasn't a great first day for Scott Hend, but he did birdie the last 2 holes for a 70. And by the time he sank this for eagle at the 13th in round 2, the Aussie was 8 under par. 4 holes later, a very similar story. 3 eagles in the space of 10 holes for Hend, and par at the last saw him home in 30 for a marvellous round of 63. Scot David Drysdale led by 3 after his first round 65, but took 10 more than that on day 2. So now it's Hend out in front from de Silva, all ahead of a last day set to be played in favourable conditions.
What a final round we have in store today. Scott Hend, Order of Merit leader with a 3-shot lead against defending champion Adilson de Silva and Stephen Gallagher, former Ryder Cup player, in this final round.
Already a winner in Barbados in the spring, what a chance for Hend to make this his first multiple winning year on the Legends Tour. The round started for Olazábal with 3 pars. At the short 4th, he set himself up with a good birdie chance from the edge of the green, and the day was up and running. Greg Owen, runner-up this season in Barbados, dropped shots at the 1st and the 8th, but had 3 birdies in between and another here to be out in 34.
Philip Price got off to a cracking start as he opened up with back-to-back birdies, helped by this well-executed second shot to the 2nd. He did bogey the par 5 5th, but pulled that shot back with the birdie on the 9th to be 5 under par.
Early on, Canonica delivered more of the form he had shown on day 2, and birdie here at the short 4th was to be followed by another at the next hole.
After warming up the putter with this birdie on the 2nd, Simon Kahn then birdied 3 in a row from the 4th to be 4 under for the round and 8 under par for the tournament.
As for the overnight leader, Hend stayed at 11 under all the way to the 5th, where his second shot found a promising position at the back of the green. 2 putts from there would mean his first birdie of the day, yet another profitable long hole for him.
Adilson de Silva made a steady start with 2 opening pars, then produced this shot at the 3rd to earn him his first birdie of the day, and another red number at the 5th would move the Brazilian to 10 under par.
The 5th had played as the easiest hole on the course over the first couple of rounds. Gallagher birdied it in both of them, and by going one better this time, his first move was to get to 9 under. So many good results so far in his first year out here. Could this be the time for Gallagher's first win? So the defending champion de Silva remains the closest challenger to Hend, 2 strokes between them and still 13 holes to play, as we go out to see how Gallagher follows up on his eagle warren.
The 166 yards, just a short iron, always renowned as a wonderful striker of the ball. Stephen, and there's evidence of that, absolutely dancing around the hole, beautifully played.
So definitely going to get to 10 under. De Silva already on that score.
Looked to be trying to throw that very high in the air, leant back as if he was trying to give it some extra flight. Maybe that's why it came up a fraction short.
Now Simon Cahn, winner of the PGA Championship at Wentworth 15 years ago now. So much early momentum for him today. He's looking here for his 4th birdie in a row.
And may well get it after that. Absolute beauty there for Cahn.
Chance for Hend then, for now at least, to go 3 clear, but it's a long one.
Strangely enough, he's played the par 5 so well this week. The par 3s have caught him out. He's 1 over par over the first 36 holes on the short holes.
Okay, so Hend stays at 12 under, which means De Silva has a chance to close to just a shot behind here.
Good looking stroke and a nice roll. Right for pace. Just gave it a little bit too much break.
Right, let's get back to the man of the moment. Simon Cahn playing so well. He's not won yet on the Legends Tour. 7th, played the hardest hole on the course over the first couple of rounds. But that doesn't deter him. It's yet another birdie for Cahn. Gets it to 9 under. Big last day charge going on here.
Well, I've almost given this one to Gallagher. Little tap-in putt after that beautiful iron shot. And he does indeed make his 2 there.
And that moves him up into a share of 2nd place.
Eagle birdie. Always move up the leaderboard if you go along like that.
Jyoti Randhawa never won on the DP World Tour, but he was a runner-up on it 5 times. He's going well here, coming towards the end of his front 9. He's birdied 7, he's birdied 8, and he could get another one here at the 9th, or even better. He's out in 32 after holing out from the fairway with his 2nd shot for an eagle.
Now that's another way to move up the leaderboard, isn't it? Birdie, birdie, eagle for Randhawa.
Hend by 2 then from Gallagher and De Silva. Last week's runner-up Lundberg is a couple under for the day, while Randhawa soars into a share of 6th after a moment to remember for him at Real Nuevo.
Welcome back to the highlights of the European Legends Cup. The event is being hosted by European golfing legend himself, José María Olazábal. The 2-time Masters champion has played in 7 Ryder Cups and was winning captain at the Miracle at Medina in 2012. And later this month, he returns as one of Luke Donald's vice captains in New York.
The whole team is excited. We know we're going to be facing a huge challenge, but having said that, it's a wonderful challenge to have. We're looking forward to it. We know that we're going to have to bring our best to have a chance of winning over there. We know how difficult it is to win away, but we're going to give it a try. I think the team spirit is really good, it's high, and we're going to try to keep it like that. Whenever I go abroad and people ask me, where do you come from? And pretty much I say that, it's a very special place. I love it. There is a lot of beautiful things and great things, a lot of activities to do. It's safe. I love the place. I mean, it's fantastic to have an event like this over here so people can actually have a feeling of the whole place and the whole area. There is a lot of things to do. It's not just San Sebastian. You do have Bilbao, you do have Vitoria. They're all 1 hour apart. You have different landscapes. You have the coastline, you have the mountains, but if you go inside to Vitoria, you have the vineyards. Per capita, I think we are the city, San Sebastian in this case, is the city with the most Michelin stars per capita. That says something about the place. For people that wants to come and visit this part of the world, all I can say to them is that it's going to be worth it. They're going to have a great time.
And the green jacket winner of 94 and 99 is having a pretty good time of it himself. He was 4 over par after 13 holes on day 1. Now, after picking up 4 birdies over the first 13 today, with no dropped shots to report, he's made it all the way to 5 under.
Englishman Philip Archer, after this delightful third shot at the par 5 8th, got his 3rd birdie of the round to move into the picture at 7 under.
Dutchman Martin Lefebvre wasn't making much progress, level par for the day, but then had birdie at the 8th and immediately followed it with another here to be out in a couple under par.
As for De Silva, he was keeping the pressure on the leader Hend as he made his 3rd birdie of the round at the 8th to tie the lead at 11 under.
Michael Lundberg's golf has been making as much noise as his shirts recently, with one high finish after another. 3 birdies in 6 holes for the Swede after this dropped at the 9th. He's only 3 back.
After 36 holes, Hen was 12 under par for his play on the par 5 holes, and with his birdie at the 5th and his birdie here at the 8th, he's 14 under par for the par 5s alone, and in the lead at 12 under.
And with Stephen Gallagher matching that, it's birdies all round at the 8th for the leading trio. Kahn and Lundberg both going well and definitely still in this.
It's a lovely view, isn't it? It's the 9th hole, 388 yards. Now, there's some bunkers down the right, don't want to be going in those. And again, as you move further down the fairway, it narrows up as it gets nearer and nearer to the green. But for the pros, in their mind, there's no question this 9th hole is a very good birdie chance.
Yeah, Richard, of course, beat our tournament host, José María Olazábal, into 2nd place for his one and only win on the DP World Tour, the Italian Open, 35 years ago now.
Yes, Richard always refers to it as the 5th major, as we see De Silva playing in from 89 yards, not quite getting it up to the hole, but he has a chance for a 3.
Such a man in form, isn't he, Lundberg? 4th, 5th and 2nd in his last 3 events, and here he is, moving towards a high finish again.
Gosh, he controlled that ball beautifully off a difficult lie. Ball so much below his feet, it would have been easy to let that one cut away.
Really was one of the great final round performances we've seen on the Legends Tour when Hend won in Barbados back in April. Closed with a 64 to finish 2 ahead of Greg Owen. A chance to finish his front 9 with a birdie.
See the amount of slope on the green. It's going to be quite a borrow here too for Lundberg.
Ooh, that would have gone back within 2 for now at least. That's a good chance missed, you have to say.
Gosh, I thought for 1 minute that was going to turn in from the right, and it went the other way. Fooled me, fooled him.
Gallagher, one of many players having a really good rookie year on the Legends Tour. He's already finished in the top 12 5 times. And that will be a par to take him out in 33 in this final round.
Up ahead on the 11th, Simon Kahn on the par 4, 399 yards, and he'll have been disappointed to have missed the green and chip it that far away, so quite a lengthy putt there to save par.
And De Silva hasn't been dropping many shots. He hasn't dropped any so far today. This is for his 4th birdie.
Yes, and it is one of those courses where it's easy to drop shots. In fact, nobody went bogey-free after the first 2 rounds. But he makes his par there on 9.
Chance missed for him, though, at the same time, so Scott Hend can go a couple clear heading into the back 9.
Yes, this to be out in 34. Fair bit of break from right to left. Oh, he gave that a lot of borrow and missed by a whisker.
Simon Can, who started the day 7 shots off the lead. He's only 3 back now, but he's got a tester to stay in that position here at the 11th. Not dropped a shot all day, and that remains intact. Looking good.
Just a little bit of cleaning up here for Scotty Henn to make his par on 9. Yep, duly taps in, no problem at all.
So he still hasn't been caught at any stage today, but having enjoyed a lead of 3 at the start of the day, that's down to just a single stroke midway through this final round. And with only 2 strokes covering the top 3, this clearly is the group to be following as they start the run for home in the European Legends Cup. We've already seen 3 players win this season in their rookie year on the Legends Tour. Gallagher still has hopes of being the 4th.
Yes, and Amanda has one of those rare distinctions of being a Walker Cup player and a Ryder Cup player. The Walker Cup having just been played at Cypress Point. Unfortunately for the Europeans, they didn't manage to get the trophy back.
Now back to José María Olazábal. He's just birdied the 13th, so he's now 4 under for the day. What a response this is after all the troubles of day 1, Warren.
Oh, I think it's marvellous. It just shows you the fighting spirit of Olazábal. He never wants to give in at any stage.
He's been so consistent this year, Hend. He was in the top 20 in all of his first 10 events, including 3 senior majors. And then a strange week in Northern Ireland, opened with a 64 to lead. And then a couple of rounds of 76, so he only just made the top 30 there, but back on song here. And chance of another birdie at 10.
Now this is awkward for Ollie. Probably have to pitch this just in the fringe short, let it trundle down. Yes, you never lose it, do you? Always had great skill around the greens, wonderful touch. Lovely feeling in the fingers to be able to play shots like that.
We always talk about him winning the Masters twice, but what we don't mention often enough, I think, is the career-threatening injury that kept him out for about a year and a half in between those 2 wins. So De Silva, this to go into a share of the lead for now.
It's down a little ridge. Seemed to take an age to get to the hole. Gallagher was in very quickly just to see how the ball reacted over the last few feet, give him a little idea.
Yeah, and this putt for Gallagher is to join De Silva on 11 under, and if he gets it, remarkably, it will be the first birdie he's had on the back 9 all week. The wait is over, Warren.
Yes, how sweet it is. That will just pep him up to nothing like making birdies, just to give you the feeling you can go on and make a few more.
So he's only 1 behind, but maybe only very briefly.
Scotty Henn, 12 under at the moment, came into the week 58 under par for the season, way out in front in that category, and he's just made another birdie.
Yeah, it's a timely move for the Australian. He's a couple clear. Gallagher moves alongside De Silva in second, and everyone else at least 4 shots off the lead now. So it's looking like a 3-way race at the European Legends Cup here in the Basque Country.
Hello and welcome back to the highlights of the European Legends Cup, where our host José María Olazábal helped local youngster Teresa with her game.
Okay, let's go. 105 meters to the hole. What do you usually hit with for that distance?
An iron 9 or a pitch.
Okay, wow. We do have wind coming from a little bit off the left and into us. Do you think 9 will get you there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. There you go. Look at that. Hey, Teresa, well done.
Thank you.
My goodness, there's no way I can beat that. Oh, you beat me, Teresa. That went really nice. I mean, it went like, you know, really well into the wind and, you know, perfect line. Let's analyze this putt.
I think it's going a little bit like that, so the ball's going to the right.
Yes.
And maybe aim a little to the left.
It's kind of a delicate putt because pace is going to be very important. And I would aim close to that ball mark that we see, just about 2 feet short of the hole. And I think that's pretty much the line, and see if you can get the pace right. Well done. Very nice. Very good putt, Teresa. Well, Teresa, thank you very much.
Good luck.
And good luck for the future.
Yeah,
Hopefully you will do great things. Okay? Well done.
He wasn't that much older himself when he danced across the green at Muirfield Village in 1987 after helping Europe win a Ryder Cup in the US for the very first time. And now, just months away from turning 60, that touch around the greens is still there. And although he didn't make the putt for birdie here on 17, he will go to the last, 4 under for the day.
After going out in 34, 2 under par, Philip Price had a chance to be home in 33 for a final round of 67. But the Welshman had to settle for a par, a round of 68 and 7 under par for his week's work.
New Zealander Mark Brown won on his Legends Tour debut in Switzerland in July. Almost a moment for the ages on 17 as he clattered the cup. But it was to be the second of 3 straight birdies, followed by double bogey at the last for a 70 to finish 5 under.
After his fabulous Eagle 2 at the 9th, Randhawa added a birdie 2 at the 14th. But no 2 here at 16, and he remains at 8 under par.
Adilson de Silva's hopes of an 8th career Legends Tour win were still going strong, just 2 back by the time he got to the 11th. The Brazilian has been so solid this week, and 2 putts from here secured another par.
Despite this second shot to the 11th, Stephen Gallagher couldn't convert it to a birdie, and a further par at the next, he remained at 11 under par through 12 holes.
Having just birdied the 10th hole, Scott Hend was once again 2 ahead. His approach to 11 just crept onto the front edge, and from there it was a safe par for the Australian. So it's pars for all 3 front runners at both 11 and 12. Further down, Philip Price and Greg Owen both in now with 68s and both set to finish well inside the top 10.
13th is par 5, 562 yards here. The secret off the tee, get it over those trees, just cut the corner, and once you've hit a perfect tee shot and found the fairway, it leaves you 220 yards-ish to this green. It's all downhill, but it's over water. But it's one of those holes where just don't worry where the pin is, get it on the green, make your 4, go to the next.
That Walker Cup appearance you were referring to for Stephen Gallagher, Warren, 30 years ago, almost to the day. At Porthcawl, he was on a team along with Padraig Harrington, David Howell. Tiger Woods, of course, was playing for the Americans, but they went home defeated.
But I bet he wasn't thinking about that, Michael, as he played that shot 197 yards over the water, setting up the eagle putt. Boy, does he need that.
Scott Hend is 14 under on the par 5s this week. He's had birdie or eagle on all of them in every round.
And he's had a monstrous drive here to be just 148 yards to go, wedge in hand. He'll be eyeing down another eagle, and he's got a chance.
Simon Cahn has gone a lot quieter since that run of 4 straight birdies earlier in the round. It's now 8 pars in succession.
Yeah, 170 yards to go this par 3. No easy target. That pin protected by the front bunker. Good shot though.
De Silva, one of those players who's just thrived on joining the over 50s. He's won in all of his previous 3 seasons that he's had on the Legends Tour. Still looking for the first win of 25 though.
I know a lot of people who wouldn't have fancied that third shot to the par 5 over the water.
So Can looking to end that run of pars by making 2 on this hole for the 3rd day in a row.
Oh, the pain, the pain. He thought he had it a little way short of the hole, but just turned at the end, right at the death. Yeah, never leaves you, always hurts.
So it's Gallagher to put first at 13, which means he can go into a tie for the lead, although probably only quite briefly. He'll be disappointed with that though, well short, Warren.
Yeah, a little bit timid. Thought he might have given that one just a little bit more of a run at it. As we go to the 18th, Olazábal, second shot. Can't have been easy for him this week. Playing those shots when you deliver the club into the ball, take a divot, it must hurt the shoulder, so he's done remarkably well. And that's an excellent shot to finish the round.
He's always thrived on playing at home. He won 8 times in Spain during his DP World Tour days, and of course was part of a winning team in Spain at the Ryder Cup in 1997. Now De Silva, can he make something happen with the putter?
Oh, he can. He's not going away, is he? That's a very timely putt. But Hen will have the putt for an eagle.
Yeah, he's eagled all 4 of the par 5s, Hen, at some point this week. And this putt is to do it on 13 for the 2nd day in a row.
Well, no eagle, but he will make the birdie, and it just goes to show how important power is. That huge tee shot that he hit down this hole, leaving just a wedge to the green in the end. That's a big telling factor in making birdies on par 5s. See, never satisfied pros, always wanted to be a shot better. He makes the birdie, so will Gallagher when he taps that one in.
Yeah, best result so far for Gallagher in this his first year on the Legends Tour, a share of 4th at the PJ Seniors in his homeland of Scotland in early August. Could better that today. Now, you know, there's no sense at all of Olazábal being here just to enjoy the cheers and applause, given how well he's played, but there's plenty of it for one of the greats of not only Spanish but European golf, and it might just get the loudest cheer of the day if this was to go in right at the end.
Oh, and how did it miss? I bet he couldn't believe that didn't turn, but in the end, back-to-back 68s. Good final 2 rounds for the host. And as I said, considering the difficulty he had with his shoulder, that's a marvellous effort.
So at the top, all 3 contenders matching each other shot for shot at the moment. Jyoti Randhawa now looking for one more birdie at the last to be round in 65 in a tournament held to honour José María Olazábal. And it all began here at Real Golf Club de San Sebastián, located in Hondarribia. Olazábal was born and raised right next to the practice green here, where his dad was head greenkeeper. One of a variety of courses in the Basque Country, set among mountains, in centuries-old forests, and by the sea, in a region famed for natural parks, surfing, and internationally renowned gastronomy. Welcome back to the final round of the European Legends Cup at Real Nuevo, where Australian Scott Hend leads into the closing stretch. Emmanuel Canonica was 4 under for the day and hadn't dropped a shot until 2 slipped away at the 15th. A couple of holes later though, this fine bunker shot took him to tap in range, so that was one of them back. Out in 34, it was all par so far on the back nine for Martin Lefebvre, until a good putt for birdie on 16. He would pick up another shot at the next. Lefebvre on course to finish in the top 10 for the 4th time this year.
José Rendauer, after his eventful round of an eagle, 5 birdies, 1 bogey, holds out for an excellent round of 66, which should give him his first top 5 of the season.
Adilson de Silva was doing very little wrong, but chasing the win, he needed to make something happen, and nearly did, with this birdie effort on 15. Yet another par though, for a man who's only dropped 2 shots all week.
Coming into the final round, Stephen Gallagher led the par 3, scoring at 3 under par, and already made a 2 at the 6. But here at the short 14th, he had to scramble to make his par and stay at 12 under, 2 off the lead.
Hend parred 14 as well, and then came a big move at the next hole. Just a tap in left for birdie, his 5th of the round. And with Gallagher matching de Silva by taking par on that hole, the lead is now 3. Simon Cahn's first drop shot has come with a 6 at the long 17th.
3 holes left to play in the 16th. It's a par 3. It's 170 yards. Probably play about a 6-iron for the players here this week. 2 bunkers that from this tee you can't actually see. One on the right, one on the left. One place you mustn't go is down that left-hand side. There's a bunker and a very steep slope. Knock it to the right, you could make your 3. It's another tough par 3.
Yeah, but it was actually the only one of the par 3s to play under its par over the first couple of days.
Really is swinging beautifully in this tournament this week. Lovely line to Hend's play, that safely into the middle of the green, just what he wanted.
Cahn's only top 5 of the season was in his first appearance of the year in Barbados in April. On course for another one today.
Ooh, helped a little bit by there, the slope. We could pop it high in the air to settle down, but could have gone in for the same money.
So can de Silva produce some sort of stirring finish here to put it up to Hend over the closing holes?
He can, that's a pretty good shot. Reasonable chance for a 2. Need to be a very strong finish for him though.
Well, having started the day 7 off the lead, there was a brief period where it looked like Cahn could even get into contention. After 5 birdies in the first 7, it cooled off a bit after that, but it's 68 for the 2nd day in a row. It's a good week for Simon Cahn.
Once again, Gallagher at the par 3, missing the green. Bunker shot this time and a delicate one required. He's going to have a pretty tricky putt there to save his par.
It's been a big golfing summer for the Lefebvre family. Martin's son Gus won the Boys Amateur Championship a short while ago, following on from some great winners of the past, including major champions like Sergio Garcia, Matthew Fitzpatrick, and indeed our host here, José María Olazábal. Lefebvre on the penultimate hole, and he's got a chance for birdie there.
Absolute must-make putt for de Silva here on the 16th for his 2. Oh, how cruel can this game be? How cruel. An ounce harder and that surely would have held its line and gone in. Shortest putt of the week, probably, by anyone.
Back to the penultimate hole, Martin Lefebvre only turned 50 last December. He's had a share of 6th place twice this season in Greece and China. They're his best so far. Could top that today. Oh, his chances have just improved after that one died of exhaustion on the 17th green.
Just thinking, what would have De Silva given for that just a few moments ago, dying into the hole. But what can Hen do? 15 under, chance for the 2. Oh, he's relentless, relentless. When you're ahead, just make more birdies, get further ahead. That's the idea.
Great front running. He's finishing very strongly. His 3rd birdie in 4 holes.
Gallagher for his par. Left hand below right. Nice firm stroke. Good roll. Good pace. Thank you very much.
Having a par 5 to come always gives a bit of hope to those chasing late on, but less so when the leader is excelling on the long holes. And 2 putts from just off the right edge at the 17th gave Hen a birdie, which meant he'd played the par 5s across the week in 16 under par. So really it's a race for second now, and while Gallagher had a par at the penultimate hole, this birdie putt took De Silva to 13 under. The Brazilian birdied the last yesterday. If he does it again, then barring something extraordinary, he'll finish second on his own.
Final hole, 410 yards long, 164 yards left for De Silva. Starting to get a little bit breezy towards the end of the round there as well. And he has done well to chase that up the green.
Okay, so if he was to take 2 putts from there, he would finish at 13 under, which means Gallagher still has a chance of sharing second if he can get up and down from here.
And he has every chance after that shot if it just comes back a little off the slope.
So they battle for the other placings, but it's all looking pretty comfortable now for Hend, and he's going to give a massive boost to his hopes of being the 4th Australian to win the Legends Tour Order of Merit.
Just holding on strong with the left hand there, making sure the club didn't turn over. It would have been very easy to pull it a long way left. Has still just trickled off that left side, and that he's gone up against the collar of the rough. It's going to be an awkward little chip.
Guess he's earned the right to make an error like that right at the end.
And maybe just a little lack of concentration going there for the leader. He knows he's got the tournament wrapped up. Probably is a very nice feeling to know you've got so many shots in hand playing the last hole. Adrenaline drains away.
Okay, so Gallagher has this to make De Silva hole his to be solo second. And that means De Silva will now have 2 putts to be second on his own. Gallagher, though, will be the only player to be in the 60s in every round. And it's going to be his best finish to date in this, his first year on the Legends Tour.
Well, De Silva, if he makes par on this last hole, I'm sure he will. He'll be bogey-free for the round. Only 3 players have managed to do that in the tournament, but he goes one better and birdies the hole. So an excellent final round of 66 for last year's champion.
Yeah, and that's the joint best of the day, along with Jotty Randhawa and Marcus Breer. Hend has this to match them, but more importantly, he's got 3 putts to be the champion. Well, he's going to use 2 of them, but that really doesn't matter in the least, because for the second time in 2025, Scott Hend is a Legends Tour winner. It's his 3rd win in all on this circuit, and it makes him a really big favourite now to be this year's number 1. Scott Hend, the champion at the European Legends Cup. And he's now won on the Legends Tour the same number of times as he did on the DP World Tour. De Silva continues to move back towards the form of recent seasons, while Gallagher finishes in the top 3 out here for the first time. José María Olazábal handing over the trophy at the end of a great week here, where Scott Hend got the job done after a big finish.
Yeah, it was nice to birdie the par 3 and then birdie the par 5, put a bit of space between myself and the par 4 before it. So nice little stretch there to sort of, I said to Alan on 18, I said, I've never been able to walk down the last hole with a 4-shot lead. So it was actually quite nice to do that, and you know, every win's a great thing, and it's hard to get wins wherever you play, and it's nice to have one.
Hend now a long way clear in the order of merit. The top 4 are unchanged. Gallagher and De Silva both make big strides into the top 10.
What an unbelievable win for Scott Hend today. 2 shots in front of Adilson. What do you make of his round today, Richard?
His round today was excellent. His first 2 rounds were excellent as well. He's a very top quality player, he really is. And these par 5s, he eagled every single par 5 over the first 2 days. But he's hitting short clubs in, you know, like 8-irons and stuff like that. He's top quality player.
Amazing stuff. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you very soon.